And welcome back, rugby fans. We're here today with Kurt Weaver, USA Rugby's Youth Development Director, and just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the current state of affairs here in the game for youth rugby. You know, there's a great deal of growth. We've seen some fantastic programs. ISEF's out here with a number of young players for the women's side of things. We have the Surevi Cup tournament going on here, the inaugural event for youth rugby. Please enlighten us a little bit about the state of things here for youth rugby.
Yeah, it's been great. I think the last several years, we've really seen an onslaught of growth in many different facets, not just at the high school level, but also then getting young ones to play, whether it be contact or non-contact. Some of our fastest growing areas are non-contact flag rugby, you know, kids in a backyard, kids in a corner park just playing against each other. You're really seeing us take fire in schools as well. PE classes are adopting the game, getting the kids playing, you know, learning it themselves. And so I think not only the Olympics, that's been a massive help for us, but colleges, you know, getting on scholarships and getting more sophisticated has been helping us a lot as well. But through that, then we have our state organizations. And so we are based through state organizations. We have 41 states now organized as state organizations. They do the growth, the development, governance of all the high schools and youth games in their states. They have recently taken a giant step forward, adding staff members, getting offices, having better websites, getting more league opportunities, getting more camps, clinics, everything. And so you're seeing us really kind of move into that, you know, not only legitimate sport area, but really we're doing it right. It's professionalizing at that level, which then helps it to be better. Parents are more comfortable with it. Athletic directors, community organizations, they're really calling us now instead of us having to go and knock on their doors.
Certainly, I'm sure that parents are happy to hear that there's professionalization of our sport going on. So in terms of parents and athletes that are watching at home and they're interested in what's the typical entry point for an athlete or a family that wants to get involved in our game?
You know, we still have a lot of athletes that are finding us in the high school, which is, I almost feel like it's a little bit late, you know, for us to develop as a country, but it's a great opportunity for athletes to come out, maybe after they've given up a sport or they want to make a change. But we are more and more finding kids that are coming at younger ages. We are exploding at the U10s, the U8s, the U6s, and you can see those kids just getting out and doing the basics, pass, catch, score, have a great time with the game. And so that's where rookie rugby and flag rugby have really just come on, and you see the schools playing it, the kids saying, I want to do more of this, coming out in the community, and you see these youth clubs just exploding across the country.
Certainly, and we're seeing here at the Club Sevens Championship, we know that Olympic inclusion is a big component of the growth. So if you're interested in being, you know, eventually taking that podium as an athlete, what is the typical player development pathway as you go through to represent the U.S.?
Yeah, I think it'd be great if, of course, we all started at 5 years old and got the basics down and then progressed through the game. But right now we find a lot of athletes coming in, wherever they might come in, whatever the age is they're coming in. They play some solid high school ball. We have some great high school programs out there with good coaching, getting them started. Then from there, we find if you want to progress up and through the collegiate ranks and then play men's and women's club rugby as well, that's a great pathway for you. If you want to play elite, we do have those opportunities through regional all-star tournaments, and so you might play for your state all-star team after your high school team. We pretty much exclusively choose our high school All-Americans through the regional all-star tournaments, which then come together for a Stars and Stripes match. And so sort of an East-West kind of, you know, best 50 boys and best 50 girls in the country playing against each other. And from that, we choose our best few to go off and represent us. But that's been a great pathway to have sort of one pipeline for kids to be able to go through, very clear, very easy, and they can progress as much as they want.
I know in particular on the women's side of the games, the Women's Junior All-Americans, a number of the players that are involved with the Stars and Stripes program will be featured in the Can-Am Tour that we have coming up here in the next month. So something to look out for. In terms of other events that are happening for USA Rugby, what's really on the docket coming up for in development initiatives or different events that USA Rugby?
Sure. So we have a whole lot going on. I'd say our state high school leagues and youth leagues are really becoming more professional in the way that they even run their events. So a normal state high school championship right now, 10 years ago would have been played in a field with a couple of parents and a dog watching. Now we're being played in stadiums much like it is today. And so starting there, but then really progressing up into some amazing events like our collegiate sevens is looking amazing, our collegiate national championships. And then of course there's the USA Rugby international type events, which I can't say enough for coming to watch the women's sevens in Atlanta in March. It's going to be March 14, 15. That is an amazing event. Watch the best women in the world take on, you know, each other in 7-on-7 game. And then, of course, there's going to be the All Blacks this fall. So if you're not doing anything on November 1st, we'd love to see everybody come out there. But through that, we've gotten a massive introduction to the Chicago Public Schools. And so we're going to be hitting almost 200 schools with outreach just around that kind of game. So it's a great time to go out and see the best, but then also for us to then put our best foot forward for development.
That's just a fantastic example of connection between the elite highest level for high performance and how we reach down and connect with the youth game here. So thanks so much, Kurt, for your time. We appreciate you taking your time off from being a referee here as well, too.
Sure.
So thanks, and have a great time here, and best of luck on the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.